welcome back to my channel. I'm a breast cancer thriver and I'm going to share with you today my experience of losing my hair through chemo. Hang around till the end. I'm going to share some photos and some videos that I took of when I had my hair cut and when I had my head shaved, and I'll pop that in at the end. I didn't lose my eyelashes and my eyebrows until my 9th treatment of Taxol. So I'd been through 13 rounds of chemo and I was getting a bit cocky going, I've lost my hair, but I've still got my eyelashes and my eyebrows. And then cancer went, oh no you don't. And that was that. So I have to draw my eyebrows on and they ain't got any eyelashes. I did have one until yesterday, but he's abandoned ship and he's gone too. So I remember after my first surgery, I was told if that's all I needed, then I'd be having radiation. But unfortunately, on my checkup with my surgeon after my surgery, I found out that I did not have clear margins. I'd need a second surgery, and also that I had node involvement. So that meant chemotherapy. The cocktail I was on were 4 treatments of AC, which they affectionately call the Red Devil, and then 12 treatments of Taxol. I only ended up having 10 due to neuropathy, but I'll chat to you another time about my chemo experience and what happened there. So, and I do remember at that visit, I'm going to sound so vain, I said at that visit to my specialist, can you take my boob? I don't want to lose my hair. And I know that sounds ridiculous, but I just thought that you can hide a boob, you can get a fake boob, but the hair was just so out there. I've always had very long, thick hair as well, so it was really one of my defining features. And once I lost my hair, there was no hiding I was sick. There was no hiding I was having treatment anymore. I couldn't pretend everything was okay. Everyone was going to know. So I just found that so confronting and so frightening. The thing is, it actually ended up being different. People were very nurturing and kind, and strangers and women who've been through the same thing would sometimes stop you. I've been stopped a few times doing my grocery shopping. I just had one lady tap me on the shoulder and she pointed at my headscarf and said, chemo? I just went, yes. She said, you go girl, you got this. Beautiful. It was just such a beautiful, heartwarming sentiment. I had another lady stop and chat to me for probably 45 minutes one day while my ice creams melted in my trolley, telling me her whole experience with breast cancer and how she's 10 years post and she's doing fantastically. So it was wonderful for her to share her experience with me. So it's actually been very nurturing and people have been very, very kind. So it's not as frightening as we think. It's not fun, I'm not going to lie to you. The actual losing of the hair, just before I started chemo, my best friend is a hairdresser, which is very handy. She cut my hair about shoulder length to a bob or so. I'm going to pop some photos in, and at the end I'll pop the video in of when we cut my hair as well. So she cut my hair to shoulder length because I did have so much hair and such thick hair. We thought it might be good to go to there in case my hair fell out. I was still living with the hope that I wasn't going to lose my hair, because not everyone does. I think I was a teeny tiny bit delusional as well. So after my first treatment, I was 2 weeks until my second treatment. On probably the day before my second treatment, I just started to lose a little bit of hair. That's when we decided to cut my hair short, because I thought, okay, even if it doesn't all come out, if I'm going to lose a bit of hair, I think we need to go short. And in hindsight, I probably was geeing myself up knowing what was coming. So she came over the night before my second chemo treatment, and my sister was here too, and we had a really fun night and had a bit of wine, and we cut my hair short. When I say we, my sister, who is not a hairdresser, also had a little bit of a chop. We just wanted to make it a fun night. How often do you get to cut all your hair off? So I had my second treatment the next day. The day after that, I woke up and my hair was grey. And I will put a photo in. I'm not kidding. It was great. I've heard of people, oh, my hair turned grey overnight. And I always thought, yeah, sure it did. But my hair turned grey overnight. I had about 6 or 7 grey hairs before that. I got to 46 with hardly any grey hair. And then I wake up and it's all grey. So that was a bit panicking. But then the day after that, so it was the second day after my second treatment. So on my 16th day from when I started chemo, was when I started to lose clumps. So I could pull out a clump of hair in my hand that looked like a guinea pig. I'll insert some photos here of how much hair I was losing. The joy of having thick hair, I suppose, was I didn't look too bald, even losing clumps, but as the day went on, it was more and more. I would see things on the floor and I would see a little trail of where I'd been. The night before, actually, my hair was sore. Can you have sore hair? My head was sore because of my hair, especially the little spiky ones that we'd shaved. I felt like they were moving in the hair follicle. I don't know, they probably weren't, but I could feel the little hairs in the hair follicle as they were rubbing on my pillow or rubbing on my little beanie that I had on. They were really hurting. So I just wanted it gone by this stage. It was just too upsetting to see the hair all over the house, to have it in my hands. I thought, no, if we're going to lose this hair, it's going to be on my terms. So I got in the shower. I thought that's the best way to get most of it out. And oh my God, I lost so much hair. It was just covered on me. It was like I had a hair coat on. The more I showered, the more hair that was just covering me. So I eventually got out of the shower, and when I looked in the mirror, I just about died. I went, that's it, it's time to go. We're shaving this head. So I sent a message to my partner and said, what time will you be home? This has got to go. So when he got home, we decided to shave my head. I'll pop in a photo here. And he did a beautiful job of shaving my head. And it was, again, I don't know, that one was probably the hardest because I really looked sick after that. I'd had 2 treatments of chemo. My skin was horrible. My skin was grey. I'd been very unwell with chemo. Plus I had the bald head. And I didn't realise how many freckles I had in my head till I was bald. And I just didn't look good at all. I looked really unwell. So I'll pop a photo in there. So that was just a bit daunting. As for the hair cutting experience, all I can say, if you do get to that point, have some fun. Have people around who love you and support you and will laugh with you and pour you wine and take back a bit of the power. Cancer said you're going to lose your hair, but you can say under what circumstances. So have a bit of fun with it. If it's going to go, it's going to go. So in my opinion, I would prefer to have had the bald head than patchy hair, because I don't know what I'm going to do with tufts of hair. And it's really fantastic shaving your head. If you've always had long hair or you've never had really short hair, it feels awesome. So embrace the good things. Don't cry about not having hair. The joy of not having to buy expensive shampoos. And I used to have my hair cut and coloured every 6 weeks, and that was a couple of $100. Shh, don't tell anyone. So I've saved a fortune in buying products and having my hair done. So I've embraced that for the last 6 months. I'm now 3 weeks post chemo, and I'm just starting to get a little bit of ducky fluff back. Thanks for watching today. Oh, don't forget to like and subscribe. My kids told me to say that. Ready? I think so. Oh my God. I'm not doing it as short as